And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
All right, here's the fastest review ever, I think, because I'm reviewing simply a sheet of paper. This is an expansion for Carson City. Is it worth your while? Well, yeah, and I'll tell you why. And if you don't know what Carson City is, go back and check my review. But this is a paper that you're allowed to make photocopies of, and you give it out to everybody at the beginning of each game, and then players will have a certain amount of money, usually, as the rules say, $50 and one cowboy, and then you can decide to purchase more. So if you want 4 cowboys, you pay $26. If you want 5 cowboys total, if you want to start with 2 cowboys, you pay $5. You can even lose victory points, start at negative victory points to gain money, and then there's special abilities here. I'm not going to tell you all of them, but like here you can bid to be the first player. Here you get to roll 2 dice when fighting over the course of the game. And so there's different special abilities. You can pick how many land tiles you start with, how many roads you start with, how many guns you start with. You can even start with extra victory points. So this is kind of like a role-playing game in which you build your character. It's not nearly as complex, it's not nearly as involved, but to me this is satisfying. Once you start playing with this with experienced people, when they play Carson City, you will never want to go back to anything else because this variable play, I'm sure somebody has found the optimal setup, I guess. But for me, I'm still having fun picking what I want to do and how I want to start Carson City. So if you like Carson City, get this. It's a gimme.
Thanks for joining us today. For more written, audio, and video reviews, as well as the #1 board game podcast, check out the website at www.thedicetower.com. Until then, this is Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.